what are signs or red flags you think uh, people who are being cheated on miss? What behaviors or changes should raise concerns about potential infidelity?
I think that when your partner begins to point at certain things, like maybe wants you to do certain things for them, a lot of times we might brush it aside as, but people, I found out that people actually have more inside than they say.
Sure.
So when someone begins to repeat something to you, oh, you no longer do this, I find this, I think I like this, and you do not do it, I think we should, or maybe they just have a sudden interest in something. You might want to look at, those are two different things. Maybe they crave what you used to do and you no longer do.
Sure.
And maybe they just pick up a certain interest. It might just be some lady who is young at the workplace and willing to explore with them. And all of a sudden, these things that your husband never used to do, he likes it, he wants to do it. You might want to think about it, Baba. Come closer. What's going on?
What if he just wants to explore? He just wants to
then
try
explore with him. Do not try, because we women overthink things, like the time that it would take to do this. I'm using
exactly.
So most times,
I'm too tired.
Yeah. Okay, like yesterday, my husband was asking, babe, what's wrong with you? I did not even know I'd gone into a mood. Not mood like that, and he was asking, what's wrong? He was on his way out and he said something like, babe, are you ready to tell me what the issue is now? And I just said, funny enough, that unconsciously I started thinking about the number of things I still had to do, and it looked like time wasn't enough. So in my head, I had gone way beyond where I was at the moment. So we women fall into that space a lot of times, and when these men complain about certain things, or it might not be even complaints, they might just say it in passing. We miss it.
True.
We miss it, or sometimes we hear it and we just feel, is that the next thing at this moment? There are maybe better things to pay attention to. But you see, that thing is said in passing. It is major at the moment. So when they begin to say it over time, we might want to pay attention to it. Or when you find them giggling too much at their phone.
Yeah. Or spending a lot of time on the phone.
Yeah.
Although I hear, not from experience though, I hear that some men are even nicer to their wives to try and cover up their tracks or to distract them from the
So should we start looking out
so
for...
your husband is nice now.
Over nice, out of the ordinary, like someone that is not actually nice. Okay, maybe not actually nice,
like
but it's not very attentive.
Also, we should pay attention to
I hear that's a thing. I hear that's a thing. Yeah. Like you also said, trying out new things that's and I want to ask questions. So over time, or initially, right now I don't anymore, I ask, so is there something you'd like me to do that I'm not doing? Is there something you want to try? Like a fantasy or something? Truthfully, I may not be open to it, but I'm like, okay, let me know where your mind is at, so that if it's something I'm willing to do, I would actually try. And also over time, we're not as flexible. I don't know, Sha. I am not as flexible as I used to be. Not like I was very flexible before. So when you want to start bending me like a pretzel, I'm older now, right? Like, okay, try and be understanding. And, but then a lot of times, when you see certain things, you tend to overlook it because it's like, well, that's your business. And then they as well feel like, since you don't care, let me go and get it somewhere else.
And they move.
And then I have to, I'm the kind of person, I'm like, it's like you're seeing it outside of me. That's why you want me to come and be doing all these stunts, and I'm not open to it. So just leave me in my own space, But as for red flags, I believe there are things that we've seen over time. We probably haven't, paid attention to them. Or we have paid attention to them, but we feel that it is not high up in the priority list, So it's something like, how some people feel that cheating is a deal breaker. Others feel, if you want to cheat, just take care of me and the children, stuff like that. So a red flag for me, I'm like, it depends on how much attention I want to give to it, and sometimes it might be me overthinking things as well. So I try to step back a bit and be more rational in my thinking and then ask questions. I know there's the place for lying and all that, but
you said something that really makes a lot of sense, like checking. You don't even have to wait for the person to start exuding some red flags. You can honestly want to check with your man. Like, are there things you're not telling me, or are we in a good place?
I understand that some people will not want to be honest, especially in a case where he's actually cheating. I don't think any man is going to come and tell you that, oh, there's this babe I saw that I like and we're trying to explore. Nobody's going to come and tell you. I don't believe anybody will tell you that. But I also feel that it will put them in a place of, this girl is beginning to suspect something.
No, but let's say the scenario is the cheating has not started out. The person is still, that will help, because at least the reason I said it will help is the person will feel you're paying them some mind. Like, oh, this person still cares. At some point, men feel that your attention is totally drawn towards children and all of that. So when you take out time of that, your business, to say, are there things you want us to do together? Do you understand? Maybe the person is still at the state of, this woman doesn't have my time anymore, let me just explore outside, and you do that kind of thing. For those whose hearts are not sold to the devil already, they might just have a rethink at that point.
Yeah.